Good evening, you're watching the news from the Sultanate of Oman television. First, the headlines. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq issues 2 royal decrees. His Highness Sayyid Tayazin bin Haytham Al Saeed presides over the official opening of the St. Reges Resort. The Ministry of Energy and Minerals signs 2 agreements to develop 2 concession areas in the governorates of Al Brahmi and Al Wusta. And the state's general revenues record about 8.16 billion Omani riyals by the end of August 2024. Those were the headlines, and now the news in detail. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq issued 2 royal decrees. Royal Decree number 42/2024 on the ratification of the agreement signed between the government of the Sultanate of Oman and the Gulf Cooperation Council (GCC) regarding the headquarters of the GCC Supreme Council Advisory Board, the Gulf Network for Quality Assurance in Higher Education, and the GCC Center for Translation, Arabization and Promotion of the Arabic Language. Article 1 ratifies the aforementioned agreement as per the version attached to this decree. Article 2, this decree shall be published in the official gazette and shall come into effect from the date of its issue. Royal Decree number 43/2024 on the ratification of an agreement to amend the protocol attached to the agreement signed between the Sultanate of Oman and the International Atomic Energy Agency for the application of guarantees within the framework of the Treaty on the Non-Proliferation of Nuclear Weapons. Article 1 ratifies the aforementioned agreement as per the version attached to this decree. Article 2, the departments concerned shall deposit the ratification document in accordance with its provisions. Article 3, this decree shall be published in the official gazette and shall come into effect from the date of its issue. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency President Taye Atse Selassie of the Federal Republic of Ethiopia on him being elected and sworn in as the new president of his country. His Majesty the Sultan sent a cable of greetings to His Excellency William Katanivare, President of the Republic of Fiji, on his country's independence anniversary. His Highness Sayyid Tayazin bin Haytham Al Saeed, Minister of Culture, Sports and Youth, presided over the official opening of the St. Reges Resort. The hotel includes 250 hotel rooms, suites, residential units and other facilities which contribute to the growth of the tourism and hospitality sectors and boosting the economy in the Sultanate of Oman. The project includes the first collection of residential units under the St. Reges brand, which range from luxurious apartments with sizes ranging from 1 to 4 bedrooms and townhouses. It also includes 2 luxurious halls that can accommodate 1,000 guests for hosting weddings, meetings, and other events. In a significant move to enhance its mining sector, the Ministry of Energy and Minerals has finalized 2 concession agreements for exploration and development in the governorates of Al Brahmi and Al Wusta. Here's a report.
The Ministry of Energy and Minerals has signed 2 concession agreements to enhance the mining sector. The first agreement with Oman Chromite Company focuses on developing concession area 11A in Al Brahmi Governorate over 1,400 square kilometers, involving topographic and geophysical surveys, remote sensing, geological mapping, and extensive drilling. This area has significant chromium and copper indicators.
The block is 51F in Mahout area. Mainly we are after silica and some industrial mineral like dolomite and limestone and other industrial mineral. We started already the exploration in the area and we will continue the exploration, and we hope that we will discover more minerals in this block.
The second agreement is with Oman Mining Development Company for concession area 51F in Al Wusta Governorate, over 2,100 square kilometers, covering initial exploration activities, including geological studies and sample analysis, with silica ore purity levels reaching 95%.
Today we witness the signing of two agreements for a mining concession. It is an exploration to mining concession in north and in central Oman. One was in the north was signed with Oman Chromite, and in central Oman was signed with Mineral Development Oman. The two areas have some indication of some commodity there. For the north, there are indication of chromite and indication of copper, while the central area there is some indication of silica, high-grade silica in that region.
The ministry is committed to a transparent concession process and is enhancing national capabilities through specialized training programs. Additionally, a digital platform has been launched to help investors access available mining opportunities easily. Abdullah bin Ahmed al-Rubi'i, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
Oman LNG has signed a liquefied natural gas sale and purchase agreement in cooperation with Japan's Kansai Electric Power Company. The agreement includes the supply of 400,000 metric tons per year of gas from Oman's LNG industrial complex to Kansai over a period of 4 years, starting in 2026. The agreement will contribute to strengthening the existing cooperation between the two companies and expanding access to new buyers in Japan. The agreement was signed by engineer Hamid bin Mohammed Al Nu'mani, CEO of Oman LNG. The state's general revenues recorded about 8.16 billion Omani riyals until the end of August 2024. The Ministry of Finance stated that the revenues until the end of August recorded an increase of about 183 million Omani riyals compared to the same period in 2023, which recorded 7.9 billion Omani riyals, mainly due to the increase in net oil revenues. The monthly bulletin issued by the Ministry of Finance indicated that the net oil revenues increased by 12% until the end of last August, recording about 4.6 billion Omani riyals compared to 4.1 billion Omani riyals until the end of August 2023. The Board of Directors of the Public Authority for Special Economic Zones and Free Zones has approved granting incentives in the rental value of Al Mazyuna Free Zone. During the fourth meeting this year, the board approved the renewal of the incentive package in effect in the Al Brahmi Industrial City. It also approved the allocation of 1% of the total annual production to mining and quarrying companies operating within the boundaries of the areas supervised by the authority to contribute to the development of the local community, starting with the special economic zone in Dokum. The board also approved the implementation of the fees for services provided by the authority by Khayazin Economic City in parallel with other areas. The meeting was chaired by His Excellency Sheikh Dr. Ali bin Masood Al Sunaidi, Chairman of the Board of Directors. The 8th Scientific Conference of the College of Law began at Sultan Qaboos University under the title Legal Challenges in the Digital Age. The conference seeks to analyze and compare Omani legal legislation in relation to the digital age and propose its development, in addition to highlighting the most important legal opportunities and challenges in this regard. The conference discusses legal solutions to keep pace with modern technological development and to the extent to which digital transformation contributes to providing a scientific vision that contributes to serving the justice system. The opening of the conference was held under the auspices of His Excellency Sheikh Hussein bin Hilal Al Alawi, Chairman of the State Audit Institution. The first international conference on the employment of heritage in Omani literature discussed conveying the literacy and heritage image of the Sultanate of Oman in a solid scientific format. The conference, hosted by the Wilaya of Ibra, included scientific sessions and contributed to preserving the Omani literary and cultural heritage. The opening of the conference was held under the auspices of His Excellency Sheikh Sabah bin Hamdan Al Saadi, Secretary General of the General Secretariat for National Celebrations. The 6th GCC Business Women Forum was launched in the Wilaya of As-Sohar under the theme Pioneering in a Thought, Inspiring and Action. The forum is attended by more than 350 business women and represents an important station to enhance the journey of Gulf women in the business sector. It discussed ways of economic empowerment of the Gulf women and their role in investment. The opening of the forum was held under the auspices of Her Highness Sayyida Mayan bint Shihab Al Said. The 3-day urban conference and exhibition concluded with impactful presentations and international participation, attracting visitors and investors from Oman and beyond, making a key step in the country's urban development. More details in the following report.
The exhibition, held alongside the urban conference organized by the Ministry of Housing and Urban Planning, has successfully concluded, drawing a significant number of visitors from both inside and outside Oman. Featuring 40 pavilions, the exhibition showcased ambitious urban development projects, including Sultan Haytham City, the Al Khawair Downtown Project, and the Muscat Structural Plan. These initiatives, alongside comprehensive residential community developments, highlight the country's forward-thinking vision to modernize infrastructure and improve the quality of life for its citizens.
This event, the main motto is happiness a bliss. In this conference, they are trying to focus a lot in this modern project about how we should build it, how we should respect our culture, our valuables in a new building environment. In my research to present, I focus on the value of cultural heritage and how can we use this value as a motivation to build city resilience, to build an environment which can be good for us, good for our community.
Focusing on sustainable growth and innovative urban solutions, the exhibition served as a vital platform for stakeholders to collaborate, engage, and explore investment opportunities. The showcased projects aim to meet growing housing demands, foster economic growth, create vibrant public spaces, and promote environmentally friendly urban expansion.
It's my pleasure to be here today in this great exhibition that has so many great opportunities to buy either a house or a villa from many modern cities. I already finished one chapter of my life, which is marriage, and now I'm excited for the new chapter of life, which is buying a new house or a new villa from this exhibition.
By bringing together top developers, urban planners, and government officials, the exhibition provided a valuable glimpse into the future of Oman cities, reinforcing the nation's commitment to smart, sustainable development and long-term growth. As this remarkable exhibition and conference comes to a close, it has demonstrated its success in presenting a visionary future for Oman, laying the foundation for vibrant cities and marking the start of an exciting journey ahead. Abdullah bin Ahmed Al-Rubi'i, Sultanate of Oman Television, Muscat.
And now for the international world, Hurricane Milton strengthened as it churned through the Gulf of Mexico towards Florida yesterday and could wallop one of the state's major population centers with a huge storm surges, lashing rain and destructive winds just 2 weeks after deadly Hurricane Helene swept the coastline. Milton, which returned to Category 5 status yesterday afternoon in threatening the Tampa Bay area, which is home to more than 3.3 million people and has managed to evade a direct hit from a major hurricane for more than 100 years. Milton is also menacing other stretches of Florida's west coast that were battered when Helene came ashore on September 26th. National Hurricane Center forecasters warned that Milton is expected to be a dangerous major hurricane when it reaches the Florida coast. The Nobel Prize in Chemistry was awarded today to scientists David Becker, Demis Habbassis and John Jumper for their work with proteins. Becker designed a new protein in 2003, and his research group has since produced one imaginative protein creation after another, including proteins that can be used as pharmaceuticals, vaccines, nanomaterials, and tiny sensors. Habbassis and Jumper created an artificial intelligence model that has been able to predict the structure of virtually all the 200 million proteins that researchers have identified. The awards continue with Literature Prize on Thursday. The Nobel Peace Prize will be announced Friday and the Economics Award on October 14th. The EU has launched a humanitarian air bridge operation to support Lebanese people affected by the ongoing crisis in the country. Flights will depart from Dubai and Brindisi, with the first one arriving in Beirut on 11 October. The aircraft will transport EU-owned stocks such as hygiene items, blankets, and emergency shelter kits and other supplies. Lebanon's government estimates that some 1.2 million people have been displaced in the fighting. Hezbollah continues to fire barricades of rockets into Israel, and the resistance group's acting leader vows to keep up pressure that has forced thousands of Israelis from their homes near the Lebanese border. Israeli first responders say a man and a woman were killed by a rocket fired from Lebanon. The rescue service said the two were killed today when a rocket struck the northern town of Kiryat Shmona. Lebanon's Hezbollah resistance groups has fired hundreds of rockets into Israel in recent days as Israel has ramped up its airstrikes in Lebanon and pushed ahead with a group incursions. Most of the rockets have been intercepted or landed in open areas, but the barricades have grown more intense and have reached deeper into Israel, disrupting daily life. This is the Southern of Oman television. Before we end tonight's news bulletin, here are the main points once again. His Majesty Sultan Haytham bin Tariq issues 2 royal decrees. His Highness Sayyid Tayazin bin Haytham Al Saeed presides over the official opening of the St. Reges Muscat Resort. The Ministry of Energy and Minerals signs 2 agreements to develop 2 concession areas in the governorates of Al Brahmi and Al Wusta. And the state's general revenues record about 8.16 billion Omani riyals by the end of August 2024. With that, we come to the end of tonight's news bulletin. From all of us here at the studios and the newsroom, it's good night and stay safe.